Hey Frugal fam, welcome back to the Frugal Finance. What if I told you that a tax change happening thousands of miles away could actually impact the price of the goods you buy, or even the performance of your investments right here in the US? Today is Monday, September 22nd, 2025, and a massive financial shift is underway in India with their goods and services tax, the GST. This isn't just a local story, it's a global economic event that could ripple through supply chains and consumer prices. We're talking about a dramatic simplification from 4 tax rates down to just 2. And if you're a smart spender or investor, you'll want to understand what this means for you. Stick around, because your wallet might feel this sooner than you think. Let's dive right into this significant tax development. The Indian government's 56th GST Council meeting made a landmark decision, effective today. The previous 4-slab system, 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%, has been replaced with a streamlined 2-rate structure, a 5% rate for essential goods and an 18% standard rate for most other goods and services. This is a massive simplification, aimed at making everyday items potentially more affordable. For example, some daily necessities that were previously in the 12% or 18% bracket might now fall under the 5% rate. This is great news for consumers, but here's the crucial question for us, the frugal-minded. Will businesses actually pass on these tax savings to you, the consumer? The Finance Ministry has strongly urged the industry to ensure these tax benefits translate into lower prices. It's definitely something to monitor when you're making your purchases this week, both domestically and considering imported goods. Now, let's zoom out and look at the broader financial landscape, because what happens globally often impacts our investments and the economy here at home. Starting with the US markets, we've seen stocks, particularly the S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100, maintain an upward trend. This resilience is largely fueled by strong corporate earnings and surprisingly robust consumer spending, even amid global uncertainties. Inflation seems to be moderating, giving the Federal Reserve a bit more flexibility. In fact, a key conference at the Richmond Fed this week will explore monetary policy and the Fed's balance sheet, keeping alive discussions around potential future rate adjustments. Globally, however, the picture is a bit more subdued. We're still observing a slowdown in the global economy, mainly due to ongoing trade tensions and high uncertainty. Major economies like China and the EU are contending with weakening demand, and many export-driven nations are feeling the pinch. Even with the US showing strength, the Indian stock market has had a mixed year, being one of the world's worst performers in US dollar terms despite strong domestic growth. This is a fascinating case study in how global capital flows impact local markets. Analysts point to muted earnings growth and foreign investors shifting capital to more attractive developed markets. However, India's new GST changes and the potential for a Reserve Bank of India rate cut could provide catalysts for a turnaround, which is good to know if you're diversified globally. For our investing spotlight this week, let's turn our attention to NioCorp developments. Their CEO, Mark A. Smith, is scheduled to appear on Fox Business News' Mornings with Maria show today. NioCorp is unique because it's developing a critical minerals project right here in Nebraska, the only one in the U.S. known to contain niobium, scandium, and titanium. These aren't household names, but they are absolutely crucial for advanced steels, aerospace, and defense applications. With the U.S. currently 100% reliant on imports for niobium, a domestic source like NioCorp could be a monumental game-changer for U.S. industries and national security. China currently dominates the global niobium supply chain, highlighting the strategic importance of NioCorp's project. This story is a fantastic example of how geopolitical factors and supply chain resilience directly impact specific companies and sectors, offering potential investment opportunities for the well-informed. So, Frugal fam, there you have it. A major tax shakeup in India with global implications for your wallet, a comprehensive look at where the world economy stands, and a crucial U.S. company in the critical mineral space that could shape our future.
What are your thoughts on India's GST overhaul? Do you think it will genuinely lead to lower prices for consumers, both in India and potentially through international trade? Share your insights in the comments below.
If you found this financial deep dive helpful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to the Frugal Finance for more savvy money insights that help you build your wealth one smart decision at a time. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for being part of the Frugal Fam, and I'll see you next time.